Okay, cool. Audio is working. Cool. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. My name is SuperMcGee64, and we're back at it again with more Castlevnia Symphony of the Night. So, we are rounding out the remainder of the castle here, pretty much. I'm just trying to remember where we are. I had to spend a week trying to remember what was the next steps, and we are pretty much, other than what's on our left here, I do believe we have to backtrack. Now that we have the spike armor, we can go into this little, if you go all the way off to that one corner in this, like, the one part of the game, the one part of the map on the leftmost side, if you see it, that's where we're going next. There's also an area down below, as you can see here, but those are unnecessary, so we don't actually have to go down there at all. I know somewhere around here is another power-up called the Super Jump, but that's lost on me. I have no idea. I have no memory of where to get that, so we're going to actually skip it. Because, to be honest, it's not honestly necessary to beat the game. There are some secrets that require it, I think. I just can't for the life of me remember where to get it. Again, not important. Oh yeah, I can't believe I forgot to get that. We're gonna head down into, let's see, we're gonna head down into the teleporter and head to the left side of the castle. Also, I hope everyone's been having a great week. I've been having a shit one, but personally speaking, I'm gonna try my best here and, like, cooperate and try and, like, make this entertaining. Yes, that was a Medusa head. They're the most infamous enemies in the game because they fly in a weird pattern like this. And yeah, how many Gorgons named Medusa are there? In lore, one. But since everyone just calls Gorgons Medusas, it's kind of like, you know, interchangeable. Even though that's not necessarily fair. It's supposed to be like Medusa, and honestly, it's supposed to be a monster that you're supposed to identify as a monster until you learn her tragic backstory. You know, then there's the sympathy card. So, personally speaking, Gorgon, for me, there's, there's Gorgons, and then the most famous Gorgon is Medusa. Although Medusa's the only one that can turn you into stone, and yet the gold heads are the ones that can only do that. I think it's like in lore, her and her sisters are the only ones that there are turned into Gorgons, but only Medusa is the one that gets the, stoned look, because she was supposed to be, the prettiest one of them all. As I recall the, essentially what the lore was behind Medusa was. If I would, it's been a while since I studied it, personally speaking, so I have absolutely no idea. Oh yes, and yeah, because it's been turned into fall, I am now back into wearing these drug rugs. Eventually I'm going to try and see if I can get any more, but, we've seen 2 of them, like, on the reg on these shows, But you know what? The bucket hat's going to stay. I personally don't get a lot of opportunity to wear them. Oh yeah, there's one little secret up here. If you have the bat power-up or the super jump, here are all the power-ups you can get in-game. So including the cross, the Bible, the axe, and most importantly... Oh hey, hold on, wait a minute. Skill of Wolf. I didn't realize you can get that. What is Skill of Wolf? Soul of Bat, Echo of Bat, Soul of Wolf, Skill of Wolf. I don't know what Skill of Wolf does. So... So there's no stopwatch. Okay, so that's fine. We can get the cross instead. The Burger King, yeah, I mean, Burger King has been going downhill for like a while. The one by me actually closed down despite being open for like years. I feel like their quality has just kind of really radically dipped, especially if you compare it to Wendy's or McDonald's. Say what you will about McDonald's, at least like the French fries are still good. At Burger King, you're either like, the burger's okay and the fries suck, or the fries suck and the burger's just okay. skill of wolf. What does the skill of wolf do? Wolf form. Let's see. Skill of wolf. Let's see. Symphony of the night. Run swiftly as a wolf. Special move as wolf. Oh! The skill of wolf allows allows Alucard to swim.
There is something funny about this wall.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, fairy. This is why we have her. Secrets! Hell yeah!
There is something funny about this wall.
Wait, come back. Let's see. They can't cross rushing water. Alucard just can't go in water in general. So, like, there is that. Like, Alucard in, like, vampires in lore actually are, like, they're obviously broken, but, like, arguably they also have a lot of weaknesses. Like, they can't step foot, on another continent if it doesn't have their soil on it. So they have to actually, like, rest, like, not only in a coffin, obviously, but also rest somewhere near... Ooh, what's this? Bat card. There's summoning one. No, I'm talking how to swim. It's just like ingrained into you. Water actually hurts like vampires. Not just holy water, water. Especially rushing water. Like, it's actually like, there's no in-lore reason for it. It's like why Dracula doesn't actually, like, you know, swim, or, like, you know, he actually has to, like, take a boat over to England town. You know? Let's see. Traditional vampires can't actually enter houses unless they're, you know, permitted to. Like, they have to be invited in. Silver actually also hurts vampires too. Not sure why, but they're also weak against silver. So they actually have every single werewolf like weakness on top of their own, traditionally. So, like, literally, depending on what kind of vampire you are, the more weaknesses are stacked against you. It's like to compensate for your, basically, like, all your superpowers, you're getting, like, a bunch of other ones that are just basically just compensation. Did I get the goat somewhere? What? Oh, wait, no, I bit up there. Okay, cool. Oh, yeah, and this one, cross ability. Yeah! Like, you can kind of pick and choose what vampire abilities you have. Like, obviously the invulnerability, you know. Right, like... Stronger. Like, also, werewolves in lore apparently can kill vampires. Yeah, weird, right? Like, you know, they're like half the powers of the vampire, but like only maybe one of their weaknesses, which is the silver bullet thing. Granted, traditionally werewolves are ravenous beasts, so like you can't control it. You know, if you're a werewolf, you're just a mindless beast that is absolutely bloodthirsty. So unless somehow you like remember, oh, that's a vampire. I'm trying to kill that vampire. I'm gonna bite its neck off. You know, then you know I think they're a little on the safer side, but still, you know. I don't know why, but I think Alucard because he's human, he's like he doesn't have as many weaknesses as a traditional vampire. He gets away with it, so. Oh, hey, Maria.
So, did you find Richter?
I don't know if he's the one you're looking for, but I found a Belmont.
Really? So he is here.
But the one I saw was the enemy. He was the lord of this castle.
That can't be true. You're wrong. I must go now.
I must go now. The silver ring. Perfect. You know, I'd love to say why, but I don't know why. Alright, so we got the gold and silver ring thanks to getting the gold ring from the succubus and the silver ring from Maria. So basically now we just have to go back to the clock tower. And the easiest way to go back down looks to be up and around. So, alright, here we go. So we're gonna go through right. Oh yeah, here we go. Good thing we opened up this shortcut earlier. And for the record, I don't think she's dressed up like Link. For instance, she's rocking a crop top, where Link, I don't think can pull it off as easily, but, you know, leave that up to the artists of the internet, I guess. Post your crop top. Go ahead and make a crop top Link video. Like, tell you, like, no, not your video. Yeah, go ahead and I dare you, make images of Link in a crop top. I dare you. I double dare you. It's the internet. Don't put it against them. Maybe they're getting a PSP game called Valhalla Knights. It's an RPG dungeon crawler, where you command a group of customizable fellow adventurers as you go through dungeons and or one obnoxious dungeon and try and do and solve something. I think solve its mysteries or whatever. It's not very good. The headshots stay grayed out. No comment. Alright, so actually it's easier to go up and down, I think, because the clock tower is actually down east of where we need to be. Ugh, if only I had a library card, it would be so much easier. I guess we could stock up on the way back, but still. When did Symphony of the Night came up? 90s, yeah. Symphony of the Night came out... '97. I think the same... I want to say the same year as Final Fantasy VII, but don't quote me on that. Yeah, actually that makes sense, because I think Final Fantasy VIII came out in 9999. Same day as the, ironically, the same day as the Dreamcast. Your fairy gives me 80s She-Ra vibes. Oh yeah, the bat power up just opens up the map for you quite a bit. Now, I do have to get some potions if I have the money for it later on. Because the upside to having the fairy on your side in this is not only does she reveal secrets, she could also use healing items. So she's kind of like your go-to medic. And as we all know, don't piss off the medic because the medic won't heal you. All right, here we go. So before we go down, I do want to go up, because this area it wasn't accessible to before. Yeah, you have to program Donald to actually heal in that game, so. All right, here we go. Hidden area. So we got a potion, a hammer, and a life apple. All stuff used for the fairy, by the way. And the gravity boot. So that's where we get the power up. So what does the gravity boots do? So if you quickly go, that's what they do. Essentially, that's the super jump I mentioned before. So equip the gold ring, equip the silver ring, and head down. Save the game. To quote Psycho Mantis, I see you play Castlevnia. You need to save more often. Healing item. Alright, so max, more health, more hearts. Head downstairs. You can use it to avoid enemies, it's just slower. Or at least, like, you can only go up. And before you ask if this is going to be some sort of boss...
Alucard?
That voice, Maria?
I'm sorry. You were right. He has joined forces with the enemy.
So it was a Belmont after all.
But someone must be controlling him. Whatever we do, we can't harm Richter.
But he must be stopped.
I know. Well, here. Take these with you.
What are these?
If
He's
you wear
nuts.
these, you can see beyond evil illusions.
Thank you. 'Tis best then if you pray for the soul of your friend.
And now you can stand next to Maria, see how tall she is, get a good look. Really, if you don't get this area the first time around, that's fine. But you do want to hit, like, despite the fact that this actually lowers your defense, like, a little bit, it's important to equip these. So, you can remove the, the gold and silver rings for now. You'll get a new one later. You'll get some more powerful rings later on, but they were required to basically just beat the game, just to get to this one area. Otherwise, we can pretty much head out of here. Talking to Maria for the second time, and probably the last time, is the only reason to be down here. But we do get to see this area later on. Bear with me. Oh, it's almost as if I played the game before. So, Wolf. Shut up, Duo. Duolingo's like, you haven't practiced today, buddy. Better hurry up. Oh, good. We got the time stop ability. I'll stick with the cross. Time stop. I was kind of wishy-washy because I know there comes a time where that power-up stops really being effective. More on that later. So how much gold do we have? Yeah, we'll have plenty after we, once we get back to the librarian the last time. There's the library. So you're probably wondering, oh, why am I going down this way? This isn't where the librarian is. No, but it's a good way also to farm for gems while you're down here. And I do believe the way I remember this working out is this is where the librarian sits. You go. He's hoarding items from you. think if you do this so many times, he does drop a few more things. Come on. I want to see what the secret drops are. Let's see. Stops the Ring of Arcana, Dracula Tunic, and the Axe Lord armor. To activate this, gravity boost, then return to the library, use a double jump to hit the librarian, making sure the librarian's chair hits the floor between each to collect the items. The Dracula Tunic can only be attained after... Let's see. Okay. Did he drop it? Let me see if he dropped the ring. Monk of Life, improving heal item power, which we can actually equip that one while we're at it. Crystal Cloak. Believe it or not, if you beat the game once, and you type in the words Axe Armor, you get the transformation armor that turns you into an Axe Lord. Basically, it's an alternative player model. Ring of Arcana. Sweet. What does it do? Increases rare Woo! That's a good one! Hell yeah! That was worth it. It's gonna a little bit of time to actually get his magic back. So I'm gonna take the opportunity to go and grab a coffee. I'll be right back. Alright, I got myself a coffee, and it looks like Alucard has got half his magic buff. Alright, let's rock and roll it. Oh! I didn't realize she could sit on you. That was neat. I didn't realize that. Alright, so he drops the axe armor if you do this a certain amount of times. Damn it. Yeah, sometimes you end up missing. Come on, give him up. Give him up. Give him up. Axe Lord armor. That was quick. And so you equip this. Let's see if there's any... Okay. Axe Lord armor. This is what happens. What? Yeah, you can't use your abilities or anything, but you have this big, steamy behemoth. Yeah, so cool little hidden items. You know, definitely worth picking up just for, especially if anything for the. Woo! Thanks, Fairy. They say reading kills, but this is ridiculous. And yes, thanks to the ring, all the gems now are more frequently dropped. So well worth the find.
What can I do for you?
Sell gems.
I'm interested in this.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, now
I'm
we have enough
interested in
money to
this.
buy. Let's see. Let's see. Joseph's cloak.
Thank you.
We're gonna buy the ring of pails.
Thank you.
All the spells, Hellfire, Summon Spirit, Dark Metamorphosis. We want to buy. Let's see. Let's buy a few library. Let's buy 5 library cards. We're gonna buy. Let's see. We're gonna buy about 7 potions.
Thank you.
'Cause that's all we can afford.
Farewell for now.
So in case we actually end up getting more stuff, we can actually just come back to him. Cool. Awesome. So, now that we pretty much are geared up, we have... Ooh, fog. Wow. Where'd you see that effect? We want to pretty much head upstairs. Oh, it's only been 40 minutes. Feels like we've been doing this for longer. I don't know why. See, this is, yep. Oh yeah, we should probably equip Joseph's cloak now. Let's see. What's the Ring of Pails? Ring of Holy Powers. Well, the attack's up, strength's up. Yeah, and that the Ring of Pails might have been like a good early on item, but you know, now I'm just kind of like, yeah. Let's see. Cut eye circlet, bandana. We want to keep on that. Let's get Joseph's cloak, because yeah, the boost is actually very noticeable. You know, defense up, luck's up, and constitution's up. So not only that, but now we have unlocked, I think, yeah, cloak color. So exterior. we could change the color. We can make it pitch black or bright red. And then the liner, I'm just going to make... Yeah, there we go. This is usually how I kind of like keep it a little bit. Yeah, let's... Yeah, cool. Basically, stark, bright, like, yeah, perfect. Awesome. Now Alucard looks very swanky in his, new cloak. I think that Joseph's cloak is a very cool little item to get, just because if you want the customization. Yes, you could actually make the cloak pink if you want. And some people do. I don't. Yeah, so I want to fly up here. New bat power-up. Fire of the Bat. So now we're not defenseless in bat form. Ah! Sorry about that. Oh, that's true. I'm going to come back to this. Shaman Shield. Ice Mail in the back. Blah, 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 blah. Can't remember how to pronounce that, but, whatever. Ah! A tomb mummy may cure some form of cancer. No, I didn't realize that, but I don't know how comfortable I am snorting a mummy just to cure cancer. But on the bright side, yeah, it's fix your cancer. But the one issue is you're still snorting a mummy, or. Hey, I unlocked this area. Wait, did I? No. Supposed to be able to unlock an area. I just don't know how to do it. I mean, Europeans, like Napoleon, used to play a game called Unwrap the Mummy, where they would,
There is something funny about this wall.
where they would, get ancient mummies, unwrap it, see what it looks like, and then take bits and pieces of it and do whatever they wanted with it. Like, snort it. Yes, they really did that. So eventually locals kind of came up with the idea of the curse, and it was all thanks to, discovering a King Tut that kind of helped spread the idea that, hey, you probably shouldn't be touching these grave sites because something bad can happen to you. And most people believed it. Alright, life max up. We're back up to here, as you can see. So we're pretty much going to want to, actually, grab these from before, because we didn't actually pass that one part of the level. We want to actually... Yeah, there's actually a health benefit to the placebo effect, or at least, you know, the belief. Oh, no, 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 no. Where's my... Damn it! Oh, I got stuck with the holy water again. Bullshit. Whatever. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with holy water. This area is notorious for making you lose your items. If I see the knife anywhere, I'm gonna grab it. To be honest, you can actually let's actually grab. At this point, you can just grab the S-Talk. So, oh, hey, look, dagger.
This is really suspicious looking.
Healing mail. What does the healing mail do? Well, it's worse in defense, but restore HP while walking. But my defense. So, like, have you ever heard of Patch Adams? He is a legitimate doctor, like, but he's also like a sort of psychiatrist who actually like understands that for some reason that like you know being happy as like actually makes you like the healing process better. It doesn't flat out heal you. You still need to do physical therapy and go to the doctors and everything and get surgery, but actually having a laugh and like actually feeling good and happy actually makes the process easier. It's really fascinating stuff. Like, his work is really interesting. I highly recommend reading up on him. Oh yeah, and this boss before was difficult, but as you can plainly see, we're just stun locking it. And sure enough, yeah, this boss went from being kind of difficult to just being a walk in the park at this point. And yeah, that basically clears out the remainder of this map. So, let's see. We do want to save here. Because this is, as you recall, this is where Richter fought Dracula. But the stairs are out. And you could only go up these stairs if you had the bat power up. So now, let's double check to make sure we didn't miss anything. Like, for example, life max up. Heart max up. Obtain the ghost card, which is another summon. Another heart max up. Another life max up. So yeah, this room is kind of important to come into. Because yeah, a bunch of power-ups in here. again, double check. Oop. So many. Oh my god, the flea riders. Keep wanting to turn into a bat. Or I keep pressing the wrong button on the door, end up turning into a dog by accident. What's in here? Power of Mist. Oh, is that the poison one? I never get that. I didn't even know that was it. So that's kind of a point I wanted to make out, is that I'm constantly finding more things about this game, like every time I replay it. Didn't know about that little power up right there until just this playthrough. Okay, I'm gonna assume that there's nothing left in this room, so we pretty much can head up. All right, let's go open up a can. Grab the cross. Another heart max up. And it's showtime.
I've been waiting for you. Answer me. Why is a Belmont planning the resurrection of Count Dracula?
Count Dracula rises but once every century, and my role is over. If I can resurrect him, then the battle will last for eternity.
If those are your true feelings, then so be it.
Alright, so we're fighting. Here we are fighting Richter now. Don't actually hurt him. I'm begging you, like, if you're in this fight, don't actually fight Richter. You want to attack this floating green ball, which is a little easier said than done. It's only visible if you have to hold the glasses. There you go.
You've defeated me, but all is not yet lost. The resurrection of Count Dracula is at hand.
And here we go. If you did things correctly, like you found the gold silver ring, you found Maria both times, here's your secret ending. Yep, the inverted castle.
No. What have I done?
Thank you, Alucard, for saving Richter.
Alucard? The same Alucard who fought alongside my ancestor, Trevor Belmont? That was over 300 years ago.
No time for small talk. Is the person who controlled you in that castle over there?
Yes, I think so.
Maria, take Richter and leave here. I'll finish this.
All right. Good luck.
So I welcome you to Game 2. So if you didn't know about the inverted castle, this was a surprise. Like, you legitimately wouldn't know that there was a second part of this game until, you know, like, for a lot of people for years later, until, like, the internet, or at least, like, you know, at least enough people have played the game to be like, hey, yo, there's a second part of this game. So it's like one of those hidden, like, one of those, like, plot twist moments, or at least, like, special surprises that you aren't, like, supposed to know about, or at least, like, wouldn't know about unless you really knew the inside outs of this game. So yeah, there you go. Inverted Castle. Keep having to kill poor Yorick here. He's just a low-tier enemy just stuck at the bottom of this castle. Yep, game 2 included. So to get the true ending of Castlevania Symphony of the Night, you have to complete this inverted castle and collect several pieces of, like, several relics that you need to, like, that are hidden throughout the remainder of the game. Oh yeah, another library card. Grab that when you're here. The only way to get back into the inverted castle, reminder, is obviously to, you know, like, you have to go do actually grab the library card or go back to the teleporter room. But yes, if you haven't been stocking up and you haven't been collecting all the power-ups in the game and everything, you're going to be hosed. Because the enemies get really difficult from here on out. But our next track, like our next location that we need to go to, is actually the library itself. The inverted library, at least. And the reason being is there's actually a weapon that's going to help us. If you know what you're doing and you know, like, how to find it, it's very much worth every kind of, like, agonizing, like, minute trying to get it. But we'll get there, and once we get to the library, that's what we're going to call it a night. Because we're going to try and shoot for a late stream on Thursday. Although we still have at least 30 minutes, so we're pretty much in the clear at this point. Oop, first boss. Bat. Yeah, I remember this guy being kind of tough. Oh, never mind. The Ring of Vlad. Alright, it's a relic, right. Intelligence plus 10. Permanent. Moonrod. Yeah, I'll stick to my giant two-handed sword, thank you very much. That's okay. I can't stay long either. I have a 6 o'clock shift that I really don't want to go to. What the fuck? Oh, this is handy. So it extends the mist ability, and so I could be a mist for a while. That's cool. Yeah. Some people could do morning shifts pretty well. I cannot. Oi, this guy. Ooh, money. Oh, whoopsie daisy. Almost 300 health. That's impressive. We're almost there. I think one more level up and we got like 300 health. Keep in mind though, that's not really much of an achievement, seeing as how like enemies will give like basically dish out more damage the more you got into this damn inverted castle. I will have to say though, yeah, give or take, I'm not a big fan of the inverted castle. Yeah, it's game 2, but at the same time, I could have used a different map altogether. If I'm being fair. It literally does feel like they just took the game, like what they had already, and just flipped it other. And it would be cool design if they incorporated more effects or whatever that made it feel like a different castle, but yeah, not really, you know. Oh boy. Woo! Made it. Is it the game Harvest Moon or the actual Harvest Moon itself? Ooh, Luminous. What does Luminous do? Dragon Helm. Ooh. No. I can't do Carmadelian girls again. All right, we got it. We got to the safe spot. All right, so now we saved. We're off to the inverted library. I can't even with that group. Not if to each their own. Just not a fan. I think this is where the library is, or this could be the teleporter room. I don't know. I'm not seeking an answer for why it's called Harvest Moon. Share if you must. This is the library. And we go. Shmoo! Alright, I think... Leprechaun and Opal Turquoise. So we're trying to find a certain enemy in the game that's supposed to drop a certain weapon. Now that's not very descript, but I don't remember what the enemy's name is called. Damn it, schmooze! Might actually be the scarecrows, but I have no idea. It is a rare drop though, so. Got it. Trying to remember where the hell you get more. Like, trying to remember the name of the sword you get. Trust me, it's worth the hunt for this one weapon, because essentially it helps you for the remainder of the game. Oh, sweet. Let me, let me just look. Let's see. Just give me 1 second, folks, while I'm looking up. Micah, Sancting, Graham, Darkblade, Alcord, Sword, Terrafing, Icebrand, Firebrand, Holy Sword, Gunthram, Morbius, Alcord, Sword, Sword Familiar. Gasingrim, that's it. And the Shmoo drops it. So we gotta find a place where the Shmoo spawn. And gotta get this one sword. So we get like 15 minutes. So as long as we're in a space where the Shmoo will respawn, then we're in a good spot. If not, then we'll, like, we got, like, 15 minutes, 15, 14 minutes. We'll, like... It's like the last secret of the night. I do want to actually... secret of the night. Yeah, it's like the ass... God! It's Scarecrow. How many potions do I have left? 2! I have 2 regular ass potions left. Fuck. I really don't want to have to go down back to the library to get more because shit, you know? So we want to equip something that's a little on the faster side because we're going to be, like, grinding. Yeah, I used Spirit on a giant pike, so... Shmoo! Alright, time to do some good old-fashioned grinding. Give me a shmoo. Well, I found quite the loophole. It's shooting at you. So now we just gotta find some more shmoos, kill a bunch of shmoos, and yeah. Supposedly one of them has the Kushen gun. Give me some shmoos. Give me a shmoo. Shmoo! I need shmoos. Give me the shmoos. Shmoo! Give me shmoo. Shmoo! 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 Shmoo. Damn it. Shmoo! Shmoo! Shmoo? Damn it. I need schmooze! Give me the shmoo! Oh! Damn it. I need the shmoo! The idea is that reason why we're fighting all these shmoos, what's the big deal? Shmoos have a chance to drop the best weapon in the game. And the only way to acquire it is if you kill shmoos. So hence, we're hunting shmoos. Damn it. There goes my last freaking potion. Unless they already dropped the machine gun. No, they did not. Alright. Let me see. Aha! So this person found online actually found a way to easily farm them by, like, there's one part of this map that actually has a place where two of them spawn. Come here. No, come here. Come here. Come here. And that's where we want to be. One penny. Damn it, Shmoo! Alright, so this is the area where they spawn, apparently. 1. 2. 26. Nope, that one didn't drop it either. Alright, come on. Give me sword! That's interesting enough, I guess. Nope. And another shmoo, another shmoo down, another shmoo down, another shmoo bites the dust. Hey, gotta kill that shmoo, another shmoo bites the dust. Oh my god, come on, just draw me one sword, come on. Nope. I might as well ride it. Oof. See what happens. The shmoo dies and die in one hit, then we're not using the jewel sword. It does though, we're totally gonna use the jewel sword. Nope, doesn't die in one hit. Yeah, we want things that kill in one hit, so. Nope. These shmoos are driving me crazy! Do I have any other food? Ooh, luck potion. Alright, we took a potion that's temporary raises luck. So with any luck, that should also increase the amount of, like, drop rates we have for this thing. Kind of. I don't know if that works or not. Well, level up. That's one. Give me sword! You're gonna call me crazy, be like, oh, what? And it's like, just give up. Just stop farming these schmoos. I won't give up. I will get the sword so I can show you guys this stream. Okay, I'm gonna give it like 3 minutes though, okay? I have to argue with the crossbow because the crossbow you still gotta retrieve the bolts out of the damn thing, and the crossbow actually does take a while to reload and everything unless you're skilled enough to really pull it back and everything. Yeah, the schmooze the flying head thing. I argue, to be frank, fire in general works pretty well as a good means to get rid of zombies. Blades are fine, but unless they're really sharp, then you're gonna have an issue, and you have to really chop off the head. Shotguns, obviously, because everybody in America will have a shot. Majority of I say that not everybody in America will have a shotgun, but shotguns are readily available and they tear through enemies. Fire works really well, but I argue one of the best weapons to kill a zombie, in my personal opinion, is a bat. See? Just a regular old plank of wood baseball bat. They come in many shapes and sizes. They are made out of really sturdy wood. They're pretty much abundant everywhere. You can't go anywhere. Honestly, if you can go to a sports store, you can load up on baseball bats. You can stick them in a duffel bag. They come in metal. They come in wood. And they a good plank of wood like this. You can easily bonk a zombie in the head, and it will go down. But shotguns uses ammo too, but they're not you're not pulling the crossbow back to fire it. You're loading a shotgun up with in a quick motion. You could and then you can fire it in rapid fire unless it's a double barrel. But even then, the shotgun's gonna be more reliable in my opinion. Whereas a zombie, if you shoot it in the wrong area with the crossbow, you have that finite little area that you just hit, and you still gotta pull that arrow. And yeah, it's reusable, but unless your aim is really good with the crossbow, or even a bow and arrow for that matter, I don't really see it being all that handy. You're just basically better off if crossbows are not that easy to load. I make an argument for that. Maybe the one seen in The Walking Dead is a different model, but even then, the person using that one, Daryl, is a trained hunter. He knows how to he knows how to work a crossbow. A regular Joe isn't. Whereas a baseball bat is pretty much anywhere. You can find a baseball bat anywhere. And it doesn't take a genius to know how it works. The blades get stuck in bone. Blades, an axe is fine, obviously, but yeah, you have to have a blade that's designed to cut through meat and bone. I just want to also point out the damn schmooze dropped the ramen instead of the damn blade I'm looking for. Come on, give me. Come on, come here. Damn it, fuck. 4 more minutes. Another fucking ramen? Yeah, you do need to, in typical cases, you could bonk it on the head. But, to be fair, most things you can kill by bonking it on the head. Headshots usually typically kill most zombies. Typically. Not always. Some keep in mind that there are various versions of zombies out there. There's like the rage zombies, like it's seen in the 28 Days Later series, or even one of the remakes of Dawn of the Dead. And those type of rage zombies. There's the classic Romero zombies, which are like the Walking Dead kind of zombie. There are people, they're like the Deadites that are actually just humans that are possessed by demons. Cheese for everybody! So where was that? Let me eat that ramen. And I'm gonna also grab the meal ticket. 2 minutes. Miso soup, cheesecake, and a pineapple. Hamburger! Alucard is just literally eating the cheese, like the menu of a cheesecake factory. Pineapples were a luxury item. Come on, give me one. All right, one more round, and then we're gonna make our way back. All right, we'll make our way back, and then look, we're calling it a night. Another ramen. These things are dropping more ramen than anything else. I think these things were like actual like weebs back in back in their lives. Yeah, so I'll probably grind. Let me just say the Shmoo do drop the Krisengon eventually. You just have to, you just have to grind for it. Take my, just bear with me pretty much. But so I'll grind for it off stream. If I get lucky, you know. Alright, it's a good place to stop. Yeah, that's all the time I have for tonight, guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. As usual, don't forget to subscribe to me on Twitch and YouTube. Both of those do. Both of those will work. Tune in to Thursday as we continue our trip down through the inverted castle. I'll show off the Crescengum and all the, you know, pretty much all the trials and tribulations I took to get the damn thing. Oh, was it? Like, yeah. Last part says it's low. Was it? Isn't it the last part says it's so... It's barely given enough, but every time I played this game, I end up getting, you know, the sword. So I do grind for it. But yes, we'll tour the... We'll basically tour the rest of the castle. I'll show you guys this awesome blade and how basically getting it turns the game into easy mode. And yeah, that's it. That's all the time I have for you guys. I'm SuperMcGee64. Have a good night. See you in the future. Take care.